Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift. What is going on? What is going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Give me a second here. I did not put on the chat. Amateur move. What is going on? Good morning. Good morning. Who we got in there? Give me a number. Give me a number. It was an interesting week. Not the best week. It was just interesting. It was interesting to see how everything went to the upside on Friday. What happened on Friday is Amazon went 2-2 reversal to the upside. They said, we're going to buy Amazon. We're buying it today. We don't care. We don't care how much it is. We don't care what's going on. We're buying Amazon. And the rest of the market said, okay. Because if you look at the rest of, good morning, everybody. If you look at the rest, if you looked at the internals at the rest of the market, the tech sector, XRT was going to the upside, but there was only a few of them going up. We'll look more to that. 18. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I got the chat up now. We got John in there. We got Brent. What's up, Brent? We got She's the Queen. She's the queen in there. We got E always there. We got Marlon B. What's up, man? We got Brett G in the house. Terry Baker, back up, Terry. Terry was in them puts. I know he was. He was trading that stuff to the downside. And then Friday came in and they said, we're buying Amazon. And Terry said, back up, Terry. Back them puts up. Back them up. Let's get some calls. Let's buy some shares. Let's trade the trend. Let's trade the trend. So, yeah. Like I said, Friday was interesting, and there was no clear signals to the upside on anything but Amazon. And then the rest of the XRT sector, not everything was going to the highs. XLK. XLK, the tech sector. Not everything was going to the highs. We'll go down that sector. But then in SPY, it happens. It happens. I want to trade clear signals. I want a hammer in force. I want an inside bar in force. I want a shooter in force. Okay. I want an actionable signal or at least one of the strat combos in force. It was just 2-2 continuation up on the 60s on the dailies, and then so that's it. You know what I mean? You can look at the screens and get upset and be like, oh, the strat didn't get me in. The strat didn't do this. The strat saved your butt, because there was a lot of people saying, I'm just getting in. And I'm like, okay, what's your actionable signal? I'm just doing it. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Do you really want to do that? I don't. I want to trade clear signals. The kids in the back are here. That is right. We went from cartoons to candles. Get your coffee. Get your coffee. It's a family show, so they ain't gonna be no wordy dirds. I know I'm on people's big screens right now. Good morning, everybody. Good morning out there, everybody out there who is watching your significant other or your dad or your uncle trade some stocks. What's up, Sergeant Kevin Cash? We're gonna have a good time today. Heck yeah. John Prout says MU and Tesla had hammers on the daily. We can look at that. We will look at that. Got my copy. Good. They had hammers. We'll go look at them. I'm just saying there were no clear signals in SPY, diamonds, QQQ. That's what I'm talking about. The big indexes. So if I'm looking at the indexes, I see things are going to the highs. I can start looking for actionable signals in specific stocks, but there's no clear signals on the indexes. I'm digging and I'm hunting. You know what I mean? That's when the scanners come in. That's when they're like, we're like rifling through trying to find winners, or reversals. And I want to trade stuff that's, like I said, clear. That's how we protect ourselves. That's how we protect our capital. I want to, like I said, I want actionable signals. I want time frame continuity, and I'm looking at the broadening formation. So if you made money this week, good for you. If you made money, good for you. If you cut a losing position, good. If you did nothing because it didn't line up with your criteria, it didn't line up with the Strat trade checklist, good for you. I'm serious. Good. That's good. There's zero is always a bigger number than negative 200, negative 500. It's true. I don't care what kind of math people like to do. Zero is always a bigger number than a negative number, and you will always make more money by not losing money. You will, because you're not having to make up a bunch of losses. You don't have to last week wasn't clear, but I mean, I just went ahead and went YOLO on Google, even though there were no actionable signals. I'm only not calling anybody out. We're just having fun here. We're just having fun. You know how we do it here on the weekend shift. This is where we slow everything down so we can talk about what is actually happening in the markets, know what we're doing with the Strat, and helping us create those winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. What's up? Hollywood's in the house. Rob Gill at Savage Ad. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's very awesome to see everybody here. Good morning. JP is in the house. Ryan, how you doing, Ryan? Thank you so much for all the retweets. I can say, hey, Stratter's having eggs this morning, and Ryan is going to retweet that stuff. So I got to be careful what I put out there, because Ryan is going to retweet it. I tell you what, hey. Green, but it's awesome. It's good because some people just need to know green means buy, red means sell. Someone tried to start an argument with me earlier this week. Green means buy, red means sell, and they're like, well, the color, and I'm like, the color matters, and they're like, no, color doesn't matter. It's going red because it's trading below the open. He's not wrong. The issue is, I'm not here to teach it so complicated that the average person he doesn't understand what I'm saying. Because I can, we can sit here and make it so complicated, and so we can sound smart and sound cool for our friends and family. But I'm not about that. I want you to tell your friends and family about your winners. I want them to tell you, but I want you to be able to tell them, hey, this is how you do it. There's only 3 ways anything can trade. Scenario 1, 2, and 3. Get ready. This is how you do it. That's what excites me. Not volume capitulation and divergences and how to use the RSI along with the MACD and also the VWAP, the anchored VWAP in a volume shelf. Like, how much stuff can we put on a chart? If you have that stuff on your chart, good for you. Use it. But as soon as you I don't know what's happening with the price, start taking that stuff off. Start clearing it up, okay? All right. Give me another number. How many people in the chat? Hollywood says Kathy Wood dumped NVIDIA stock before the $560 billion surge. Ooh, Kathy needs a Stratter in her life. That's what she needs. She needs to come over to the Strat. Kathy, if you're out there, if you're watching me, or if any of your staff are watching me, and they're like, hey, you need to check out the weekend shift. We see you all the time. You can change your name to something else. Let's make a name for you can create a name for Stacy Bueller. There's a name. There's probably actually a Stacy Bueller out there. Let's come up with a better one. I don't know. Kathy making good decisions. I don't know. We need a name for you. Create a different username. Get in here. Learn the Strat. Because I tell you what, we're gonna go look at NVIDIA first, just because of that. Because it's not Friday. Earlier this week, that $90 upside move during the earnings was not a fluke. That wasn't a one-day pop. It's been going to the upside for months. It's due to continuation on the quarter. All right. There's no reason to get out of that thing. Now, me being a smaller account person, me being a person that trades weekly, monthly signals, I could have stayed in that thing, and but things happen. We got gap downs, we got gap ups. I'm not saying you're not a good trader if you're not just holding and just waiting, just hold, diamond hands. I'm not saying diamond hands and all that other crap. I'm saying strat hands, strat hands, and strat hands create those winning positions, and they cut them. We push our stops up till we get stopped out with profit. That's what I want you to do. That's the strat. And even like I said, doing nothing. Hey, there's no clear signals. There's conflict on the screen. That's also the strat. I'm not touching this. Move on to something else. That's the strat too. Okay, so let's look at Samantha Ark. Thank you so much. Thank you. The strat, the kids in the back coming through. Bueller, we're looking for winning positions. Bueller, winning positions. Bueller. That's so funny. How about them pivot points? Hey, Marlon, we can look at those pivot points because the market does look at the pivot points, and them suckers work. All right, them suckers work. Now we're talking about the S1, the P1, the R1, R2. We got a weekend shift episode on that. Them suckers are awesome. Joan of Arc. Oh man, you guys are awesome. That's hilarious. Whoa! And it's amazing. So let's look at some charts. Let's do it. Let's look at some charts. All right, that's why you're here. Sometimes I think, yeah, they're here for me. Nah, we want to see them charts. We're here for the strat, dog. Strat. We're cyber dog. We're not. You're fun or whatever, but we're here for that strat. Let's look at Nvidia first, because the Nvidia. Look at this upside. Okay, so if you're brand new, I don't think there's any new people in here. If there's new people in here, put a 1 in the chat. If you're new, Mr. Traveler is in the house. What is going on? If you're new, please put a 1 in the chat. Let's see here. Nvidia. We're looking at Nvidia. When I trade, I have all 4 charts up like this. This is the month, the week, the daily, and the 60. This shows me what, kids? Time frame continuity. I'm going to make me a sound on there. I think like a bunch of like little kids, like Sesame Street style, screaming time frame continuity. I gotta get that. I would pay for that if somebody made that sample. I'll push you a little bit of coin there. But look at this month. Look at these months to the upside. It all started with a what? 2-2 reversal on the month. Shut up. What? The strat works on the month on macro stuff too? Yes, it does. Let's make that. That's red. Hold on a second. Make that green. Make that green, sir. Booyah. At 130, 138, $138.50 back in October last year. 2-2 reversal up. Now this was ugly. This was ugly right here in December. All right. But if you would have took some profits, still keeping my winning, keeping some on, just a couple shares. Just hold this sucker. Now it's at 389, 389.46. Holy crap. Yep. Savage Ass says, I'm concentrating on the greater outside bar. Heck yeah. And look at this. Now, we talk about broadening formations all the time. This is why we talk about broadening formations, because from here to here, from 107 to 394, these bars, say it like Rob, just like Rob says, these bars become an outside bar of these bars. That's a broadening formation, right? So these strat reversals, I say the same things a lot because I want you to get it. I want you guys to get it in your head, number one. And number two, it's true. It's true. I only want to trade what I know to be true. So let's draw this back. We'll draw back here. No, I don't like that. Ugh, yuck. Hold on. I want to trade it. I want to go back to here. That's fine. But I also want to show this. I want to show you this. Okay. The greater outside bar. I am not. I got it on TrendSpider. This is TrendSpider. Well, I was using TradingView for a long time, and TrendSpider is the only they gave us quarterly charts and yearly charts. So then I moved to Trend Spider full. So but they won't let me, I can't draw in the bigger thing here. Hold on, I see the chat moving. They're like, come on, man. Do the thing. Let's do this. Let's make this one yellow so we can see it a little better. All right, so if all these bars were one bar, that's a scenario 3 of all of these bars. You see that? Do you see that? As stratters, is the monthly the most important broadening formation? I say yes, because you want to start at the highest time frame. That's what Rob says too. You want to start at the highest time frame, draw the broadening formation on the month. Then you can go down to the week, the day, and the 60. Now, if you have too many lines, you need to start, deciding where you want to trade. Okay, but you want to start with the month first, because you want to know if there's buyers in here first. If you watched Rob do the 6 hours of, and I was there for the whole 6 hours, Rob doing 6 hours of research with Rob, and you see Rob go through all these stocks, I mean, hundreds of stocks. And some of them, he's just hitting the down button because they're doing nothing, trading sideways. And he started with the month. If you go with the month, it's going to show you, okay, what's the real picture? Are there buyers in here? Are there sellers? Who is in control? And if there's nobody in control and it's just trading sideways, skip it. Skip it, John. Okay? Yep. It's been awesome. So like I said, take a picture of this, take your phone out, take a picture of this. This, you could see that clearly. This is an outside bar. Maybe you can't. Hold on. Maybe you can't. Let's get rid of these. And then let's shrink it like this. These are monthly bars. See how this takes out the bottom, takes out the lows, and then takes out the tops? That is a scenario 3 of these bars. Okay, that's a scenario 3. That's why Rob says, look at the broadening formation. And Rob says price discovery happens through a series of broadening formations. Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot of that sucker. I don't know what it's going to do to this video because I'm doing this live because this is awesome. And we'll save that sucker for later. We're going to save that for later. I'm going to put that on the Twitters. But this is an outside bar of these bars. So these strat reversals, when you take them, they create the outside bar. They create the broadening formation. And it's been going really well. And then you had earnings, it had great earnings. And it's amazing because it's despite the US saying we're not buying semiconductors or any kind of chips from China. And NVIDIA is like, are you serious? That's where we make chips. I don't know what you're trying to do, USA. What are you doing? What are you doing to us? And, they're like, if we can't buy chips from China, we ain't got no good infrastructure. Like, we don't have a contingency plan for that. And they're like, Taiwan's like, we'll make semiconductors. And China said, you better not. And it's just a mess. So it's amazing that NVIDIA is continuing to go to the highs. I know a lot of people are talking about all you got to do is say AI and your market's going to go to the highs. But you gotta understand, this is months. This is 1, 2. This is a 2 up, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. 6, if you count this, guys, 7 months of continuous upside. Okay. All right. Once we expand, the broadening formation is likely to reverse. It can reverse. Okay, we look for that. Once it's at the top of the broadening formation, we're looking for reversals because we know they test the highs, test the lows, test the highs, test the lows, test the highs. Now we're looking for them to test the lows, but this ain't done. We're not done with this. Why? Because look up outside. Look at outside bar and a quarter. Awesome. We are not done with this. So I'm going to say we're not at all. Are we at all-time highs on this? Yep, there we are. Okay, we might. I take it back. We might be done. That's funny. We might be done. There you go. But this is the year. NVIDIA on the year. 2-2 reversal up on the year. Okay. even if you waited for this thing to go 2-2 reversal up on the year, and you said, I do macro stuff, I don't trade anything that's not 2 up on the year, and you waited for 307, you still made some pretty good money from 307 to 389. Okay. All right, broad information is on Trend Spider and chart patterns. Yes. I haven't experimented with that so much, but it's in there. It is in there. I don't want to experiment on the show, but yes, they are in here. They are in here. But I just wanted to show you NVIDIA that earnings report was amazing, but it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a fluke. But now you see on the day where it's just sitting inside day. All right. And then people, if they don't keep buying, it's going to reverse down. People are going to start taking profits. Okay. Here's your 60s. It didn't move up to the upside a little bit. Hasn't cleared 394 yet. Okay. What's it going to do? What are they going to do? We're going to see. Okay. Let's get the SPY. Let's get the SPY. We have a scenario 3 on the month. Green. Scenario 3 on the right here, scenario 3, and it's green. Okay, so it's almost over. We will have a hammer on the screen, a Momo hammer to use for next week. Excuse me, next month. And what we're looking for is this thing to go in force next month. I'm talking about next month. If this closes as a hammer, not there yet, but if it does, this could be the signal that we need to get the 341. Remember, I told you, I've been saying this since March, like our next target is 341. Excuse me, 431. 431. All right. If this closes a hammer, this could be our signal to get there. Let's see here. I'm getting better, Strat Soldier. I could have let's see here. I could have leased a Prius last month, but the Lambo is going to have to wait. Yeah, pounding the table on the semis. If you're using Trend Spider and you don't know where all the I need to know semiconductors. All right. So if you go to the search bar, type in semiconductors. All right. This is Trend Spider only, though. All right. There's 108 symbols, 108 tickers. Find you the ones that are working. All right. All you got to do is go down. Find you the ones that are working. Stay away from the ones that are not. Right. AMAT's another good one, but just been trading to the upside. I have been skipping out. I've been missing out on AMAT. Look at these 2 days here. Awesome. And then look at these 60s. Holy crap. Get in, stay in, and just chill. Just chill. Trade the reversal into the green and chill. Let me say that better. Hey, Angie's Prerogative is in the house. Let's get back to what we're talking about. The broader averages. Looking at diamonds. Diamonds, outside bar to the downside. And it's red. We got a red week. We had a red week. We did go 2-2 up on the day, but then look at this sideways action here on the 60s. Not the best. Now, for next week, we do have a potential 2-2 reversal back up at 335. But the next target's only, 336. So then people are going to start talking about, is this a pivot machine gun on the week? Not with this red week. Honestly, this is a setup. Yes, this is a setup for that, a pivot machine gun, but it ain't looking pretty for Dow Jones. It's just not. All right. Dow was looking ugly. And this is what I was saying Friday. I was like, this ain't the best. This ain't the best move to the upside. We're going to look at Amazon and see why the entire market was moving to the highs. QQQ expands the try on the daily. I don't know what this is on the 60s where it expanded the try here. It expands the try on the daily. All right. It is completely this sub try has completed here on the sub try, and the next target is 370. Look at these weeks. I was loving saying the words QQQ, they hate you, but they're moving in the tech. They're moving in the tech strong, and you can see that here on QQQ. Okay. Kevin Cash says, man, I don't even know how to get my screen smaller and smaller and larger like you yet. Okay. Here's a little this you do this in Trading View. You also do it in TrendSpider. Okay, we'll do a quick little thing. Okay, if you're having problems with your charts, right here is where you can select your four charts with one symbol that you want that. Okay. All right, but if you can, you can lay them out any way you want here. All right, so when I got my chart, let's say I want to look at it doesn't matter, the week. Okay, so I use this guy, pop it open. And then on the bottom here, I look in the past, okay? All right, that makes them like that. And then on the side here, I can make them real small. I can make them real big, okay? So think of these like sliders. All right, we'll look at Marvel. Think about these like sliders on the side. All you got to do is put your cursor on the price and move it up and move it down. Move it left, move it right. That's how you do that. Okay, got it, Kevin? This is the weekend shift. We slow it down. All right, let's look at retail, because that's where Amazon is at. Overall retail, not doing much, not great at all. Look at this, selling off. Ugh, gross. You want to go long in this? You want to average down in that? Heck no, not me. Look at these weeks. Death. Red means they're selling. Red means they're selling. Well, this could be a buying opportunity because it's way at the bottom. This is my head and shoulders. Here's my neckline. Here's the head. This could be the second shoulder to the downside. If it fails, it's going to go to the, it's going to go amazing to the upside. Really? Okay. Really? Until it reverses to the upside, not touching this. But let's go. The reason why I'm highlighting that is because we want to look at, where's it at? Retail. We want to look at Amazon, and that is where you got to know where your sectors are. Okay, you got to know what stocks are in what sectors. That's very important. Here's Amazon I have been concentrating on Amazon. All right, I did not take the 2-2 reversal up on the day. Why? Because I was looking for this. The week was still inside, and I was gonna wait for next week to get in that thing. Didn't happen. All right. They said, we're buying this thing today. We're buying it now. We want it at 116 and we're going to trade the mess out of it. 116 up to, they got it all the way up to 121. Still good on the weeks. Okay. Still, I would say still good right? I was not in here because we're still inside on the week. All right. Some people would call this a bull flag, that you can get in on, and that would have worked. But I wasn't in that. All right. So that's okay. There's always another trade. Not worried about it. Move on. But that's what happened yesterday, and that's what pushed up the rest of the market was Amazon. If you go down the rest of the retail, it wasn't. There's a good one. There's a good one. But not a lot of stocks going to the upside in here. Look at that. Oof, terrible. All right. Not everything was moving to the upside. There's a good one, Best Buy. So when you see the market moving to the upside, that's why we look at SPY. When SPY is taken out, when SPY is green 2 up on the day, you're looking at anything taken out yesterday's highs. That's what you want to look at. Anything taken out yesterday's highs. And that's straight from Rob. I didn't make that up. If you're looking to short stuff, you want to look at anything if SPY is red, you want to look at anything taken out yesterday's lows. Okay? All right. Anything taken out yesterday's lows. And for you day traders, if the 60's red on the if the SPY is red on the 60, look at anything taken out yesterday's lows. That's another way you can do that as well. They're already hurting. Go take care of them. Costco, go finish them off. But 8X, we did a show with 8X trades in here, so it's okay to talk about 8X. 8X was he's a stratter out here doing great things, and he loves to talk about Costco. to the highs, 2-2 reversal up. Oh my gosh. No. 3-2 reversal up from 488 to 507. My goodness. My goodness. I didn't trade it. I'm waiting on the month. Why? Because it's stuck in this mother bar right here. Yes, you can make a lot of money. That's a good move. That's a real good move. You can make a lot of money in this little sideways action here, okay? All right? You can. But what we have for next week, we have a hammer. It's an ugly hammer, but we got a hammer on the week. And the magnitude on that is 513 immediately. And the next one on top of that is, it's going to make me do this. Hold on. Is 526. Okay. 520. So no, 530. 530. That's what we really want. Okay. That's what I want. That's the kind of moves I want. Not like these tiny little, like, tiny little magnitude. No, we don't look at risk and reward. I see the chat moving. We don't want to look at tiny magnitude. Okay, we don't care about risk and reward. I got a potential to make 3, so I'm gonna put on ones. I make 3 to 1 in the ratio, and I don't have time for that. All right, I'm looking at the magnitude. All right, and I'm putting in my tight stops. That's what I'm looking at. All right. So, and then in June, let's go to the monthly chart, because in June, if this closes as a hammer, all right, what is it right now? It's important to know what it is right now. Let's go back to John. What John was saying. Do I want to look at the month first? Yes, I want to look at the month. This shows me it's trading. The monthly broadening formation shows me this thing is trading sideways. It's been doing it for a while. The good thing about Costco is it's got a big range. Even though this is a mother bar, it's got a big range. Okay, it moves a lot. Okay, it does move a lot. The last 2-2 reversal in here was 513 all the way up to, hits the magnitude at 543. That's a good trade. Just buy 2 shares of that sucker. That's a good trade. Now, if this closes as a hammer, that will give me a 2-2 reversal on the month for Costco. Let's mark it. And that's going to give me a target of, all right, that's going to give me a target of 510 to 530. What did I say before? Okay, 530. It's going to hit this one immediately. This 513 is going to go straight past that. So I'm not really worried about that one. That 530, that's what I'm talking about. Now you got a reason to get in. Now you can start doing some, all right, how much am I willing to risk? All right, and then where am I going to put my stops if this goes against me? Let's start trading this. Let's start planning this trade, okay? Costco, that's what I want. I don't want the little choppy, crappy action. I want the good stuff. We like those long red and green bars. It's halfway through the show. It's 11:30. It is 11:30. Thank you so much for being here. Give me a number in the chat. How many people in the chat? Give it to me. If you want to learn how to trade like this, look at Rob Smith's live room. Okay? It's only $200 a month. It's well worth it, because Rob's going through the entire market all at once, and he's telling you when to get in. He's telling you how you could get in, how you could get out, because we defending our positions, okay? Defending our positions with tight stops. And you can talk to him before you take your trades. That's the big deal. All right, that's the big thing with Rob. Rob's been trading for 30 years. He's been doing this for 30 years, all right? He used to be a trader and an analyst at the CBOE in Chicago. So he's a professional. All right. he's a pro. I'm just a dude that's loud, that's good at teaching the strat. I do trade the strat myself, but he's the real deal. All right. If you come to see me, I'm showing you how to make finger paintings and how to draw, little things or your favorite cartoon characters, stuff like that. Rob's showing you how to make masterpieces. Like this is the whole thing. This is This is college. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get you to, hey, let's at least, red tastes the best. Don't eat all the red crayons. This is arts and crafts here, kid. Don't eat all the glue. I'm just saying, Rob's the real deal. Get in there with Rob. If you need a little bump, you need a little bit of, come on, man. Get in there with Rob. Go to Sepia Group, type in Strat Soldier 2023. That's going to get you 50% off for the first 3 months. So check that out. Let's keep it going. 35. That's what I'm talking about. We had an opening range of 18 and we started moving to the highs. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Moving to the highs. Give me a 2-2 continuation. Give me 50. I need 50 if I want 100. So give me 50. Let's keep it going. Halfway through the show, let's do some chart requests. It's Memorial Day. It's Memorial Weekend. Memorial Day weekend. Let's do some chart requests. Marvel, however you want to say it. Let's do it. MRVL, Marvel. Sounds fancy, don't it? Marvel. All right, looking at the months, we got buyers in the month, the week, the day, and the 60. On Friday, this was full time frame continuity to the upside. Oh my gosh. It all started with what? It all started with a 2-1-2 reversal up on the month. People that only look at daily charts cannot see this. They cannot see this. To the upside, completely blowing these dudes out. Awesome. Goes in force at 430. Goes in force at 430, $43.29. Buy a couple shares. Now it's at 65. That's a good trade. You can still be in this. It could reverse to the downside here. Buyers got to keep buying. But right now, no reason to get out. No reason to get out. Let's look at the quarter. Let's look at the quarterly chart. 3-2 up on the quarter. It's still got some room. It's still got some room to get to $73.11. Let's go to the year. What's it doing on the year? Oh my gosh. All right. Green on the year. It did go 2 down, but it's green. It's traveling up this wall of woe. Leor says, cat tractor. Give me some cat tractor. All right. No, you know what? Let's do this. Leor, I'm going to do this for you. Why am I even looking at cat tractor? Okay. So this is how I want it. This is my thought process. I'm a stratter. I'm going to look at, where is cat tractor in? Cat tractor is in Dow Jones. So let's look at Dow Jones first. Where's it at? Where's my Dow? Where my Dow? Dow Jones. Let's look at Dow Jones first. We already did. Oh, that's a different Dow. No, that's Dow Jones. This looks different. I got the year on. If you're going to switch these things up, put it back. Oh my gosh. Anyway, heart palpitations there. I'm like, this is completely wrong. Hold on. Woo. All right. So I know that cat tractor's in Dow Jones. So let's look at Dow Jones first, because I want to see, is anybody even in Dow trying to do something? Okay. So right now, no. We already talked about Dow. So now let's go to cat tractor. What's cat tractor doing compared to Dow Jones? All right. Cat tractor, same. Kind of interesting, right? It is interesting. Okay. I want to know what's the overall index doing? What's the bigger ETF or sector doing? Now I can go down to my stock. Okay, why am I looking at this? If Leor is trying to short this thing, holy crap, yes, because it's going to the downside. All right. Now, if this thing closes as an inside, month, Leor, you could have a reason to believe that it's going to go to the upside at 221, or continue to the lows at 206. Okay, I'm going to mark that for you, Leor. Now, this is only for June, okay? We got to see how it closes, but for June, you're looking at something like this. All right, Traveler. Okay, I see you. Traveler. I see your question here. Hold on. Looking at the week on cat tractor, you put it's an inside week. I see why Lior is looking at it. Okay, it's inside week. Good. He's looking at actionable signals. Why do I want to get in this? Why do I expect the price to move? Because of actionable signals. Okay, if it continues to the lows, it'll happen below 208.60. Okay, $208.60. If you're looking for some upside action, it's going to be above $217.16. All right, pivot. Leo says pivot machine gun. Choo, 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 choo. That's on top of this this tank, this 50 cal machine gun. Choo, 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 choo. Take them all out, and that's how it feels too. Anybody that's in the military, I think JP was in the military. Anybody's in the military, where's Blue Sailor at? Anyway, you shoot a 50 cal, it shakes your whole body. It's awesome. It feels so good. Anyway. Anyway. Pivot machine gun, take these guys all out to the upside. Let's get it up to 233. That's what Lior's talking about. Give me that pivot machine gun. All right, but it's red on the month. So if this happens, you're taking all these dudes out quickly, okay? Let's travel. Traveler says, how about using opening price of a bar that turns red to green and also hold on, let me read that again. How about using opening price of a bar that turns red to green and an entry also? Ask me a different way, because I'm in the Army for a reason. So ask me that a different way. If you're talking about using opening price that goes red and then green and that's your entry, I think that's what you're trying to say. JP says you could do that for Palantir. Ooh, JP likes to dig in the trash. I say don't eat out of the trash, and then there goes, we're walking. Me and my Straters, we're walking down the street, we're having a good time. Brent's, telling some good jokes. I'm like, we walk past an alley, and I'm like, don't eat out of the trash. And then I turn around and say, hey, let's go down here to eat some lunch. And there's JP over there in the alley digging in the trash. Dude, get out of there. JP's like, you don't tell me what to do. Digging in there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I found Palantir. Digging in the trash. Palantir. Palantir's been doing good. All right. Palantir's been doing well. At $9 outside month to the upside, and JP is the one who called this out. That's why I'm talking about it. JP called this out. He said outside month at 109. $9.04. All right, $9.04. Buy some shares. If you like options, buy some options, but definitely buy some shares, he said. And I'm like, dude, get out of the trash. Look at this Broderick formation. He's like, are you sure about that? And boom, $9 to $13. That's a good trade. Look at these weeks. They're still in there. I'm like, wait, it's going to reverse on you. It is. It hasn't done it yet. All right. Now JP's a guy that's like, all right, then let's add to our winning positions. All right. Let's add to our winning positions. This is awesome. Look at these days. They're still buying it. Momo, there it is. I was talking to, I don't know if Bien here, Bien. I was talking to Bien Stratter. I was talking to Momo Hammer. I had to explain to her. Technical analysis says a hammer's way down here. Hammer could be anywhere. If we see this candle formation, that's a hammer. We're going to trade it like a hammer every time. Well, this is a hanging man, and it could go to the downside because that's a hammer. All right. And if it trades above that sucker, boom, I'm in. I'm punching it in the face. I don't care. That's hammer, because I know where to put my entries and I know where to put my stops. To the upside. Okay? That's a hammer all day long. Give it to me. Yes. So Palantir, they're still buying it. And then I go, here's something for you guys. I go to take my first CMT exam on June 1st. So wish me luck. This definitely is a bull pennant. Rob, don't call me. Rob's gonna call me one of the days and be like, I heard you say bull pennant on the show. What are you doing? You think I'm a joke? No, Rob, I don't think you're a joke. I'm studying for this thing and I gotta know. Okay. You stop. You stick to the strat. That's what he's going to say. Apple hammer inside on the week. All right, John Prout says Apple, and then I'm gonna see if Traveler restated that question. Apple to the upside. Holy crap! Apple's been amazing. You want to see something awesome? I've been staying on Apple all year. What I will say is it hasn't been easy. I would love to say I bought this thing at $130.90 and held through all of this, and I'm still in. But I can't and I won't. Because in all of this action, this is important for you strategers, some of you strategers as well. You got to know this, because we do see a 2-2 reversal up on the week. You could have bought it on June 9th and still be holding, okay? Still adding, still doing all that stuff to the upside to 175. But it's not always clear, all right? The market gaps up. The market gaps down. Apple gaps up. Apple gaps down. It's not always easy to hold through all of that mess. I would rather you push your stops up, take some off, pay yourself, get stopped out with some profit. And if you can stay in from 130 all the way up to way up to the top of the broadening formation, from the bottom to the highs, that's good. Good for you. But don't put so much pressure on yourself, and don't tell yourself that you're not a good trader because you're not, or not a good stratter because you're not holding through all this mess, okay? If you've seen this action here, this nastiness, that was not easy to hold through. You had a 2-2 reversal right here, but that completely went red to the lows. That's not easy to hold through, okay? So don't beat yourself up, all right? Not easy. Simple, but not easy, okay? Simple, but not easy. There's a difference. Hammer on the week, he says. Okay, hammer on the week. Oh, that it was the week. Hammer on the week. To the upside. Give me some mo. I know there's buyers. Look at time frame continuity. I don't need an indicator to tell me this is going to the highs, because I got buyers on the month. The month is green. The weeks are green. The days are green. And anytime the 60s are green, it is green. A series of twos in one direction is a trend. We want to ride that trend, boy. Traveler says AMD has been also very good. I've been staying on AMD, but I was not in it for this last push to the upside. It's been great. It all started with an outside month at $97.27. But look at this hammer on the week, this outside bar, this scenario 3, hammer. That's an actionable signal. Hammer in force. As soon as it trades above $91.64, boom, you're in. You're in. Now, if you can hold through all this, see how these bars become an outside bar of all of these bars, okay? And then some 2-2 continuation up. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Now, I'm not going to get no post FOMO. I'm not going to say, oh, man, I should have stayed in AMD. I should have stayed. I traded what I traded. I made what I made. Move forward. If it's going to continue going, I am going to look at it. It's got more room. It's got more room to go. AMD is not done. Amazon at the all-time highs. It's probably done. AMD, oh, that's the week. I want to see bigger. I want to see bigger stuff. That's the quarter. I want to see the quarter. Ooh, yeah, we got some more. We got a lot of more. Up to 151, up to 164. Let's look at the year. We got more to work with this inside year, but it goes 2 up on the year at 152, okay? But look at these quarterly charts. We got more room to go. All right? That's the reason why you want to stay on AMD, and I want to stay on those winners. I'm not going to sit here and man, I wonder what SoFi's doing. That's what JP's doing. I'm picking on JP. He's a good trader, and JP's been here for a long time. SoFi. Let's look at SoFi. Oh, man. Oh, SoFi is one of those banks, it's not a big bank. It's not one of these big banks. I hear about it all the time. I hear my kids watch Mr. Beast. He's one of those YouTube guys, and he talks about SoFi all the time in his programs, programming my little kids. I don't like that. But it's an innocent little commercial for SoFi. It's a bank. They do stuff. Cool. What's it doing on the month? Red. 2-2 reversal on the week. Yep. Okay. But there's no reason to be in this. Okay. It's just a mess. It's a mess. Now, JP's going to say, but look at this. But look at this. Give me some price action above $6.54 because this is exhaustion risk. All right, I can't even make this thing scroll back any further. That's it. JP is going to say this is exhaustion risk. Okay, why do I want to keep shorting this? All right. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say overbought and oversold and all that stuff because oversold can get oversolder. Red can get redder. But digging in that trash, I say don't eat out of the trash. But like I said, JP's over there kind of rifling through. Like, I'm not eating it, but I'm looking. Oh, but I want to be in there with those winners. I want to be in there, go back to AMD. I want to go in there where I know there's buyers already at. That's what I want to start my checklist with. I want to start my weekly, monthly checklist with, or watch list with stuff that's already got buyers in there. I want to trade the trend. FSLR, Britt G says FSLR. The Strat is rolling. FSLR. All right. FSLR. We have some green on the month. We do have a trend to the upside. It's outside month and it's coming back in. Okay. It's coming back in. Now what you want to look for now is a 2-2 reversal on the week at 207.54. And the magnitude on that is 229. That could be good. That goes in force. That could be good. You do have buyers here. They have to keep buying though. They have to keep buying. That's the best thing about the Strat too. We look at the most aggressive participation groups. Are they buying or are they selling? Who is in control? Right? So Britt G. Gangster. If it goes in force above 207, $207.54, buy a couple shares. If you like options, look at the options. Make sure the spread isn't a crazy, nasty spread, but your magnitude is 229.66. If it does not go in force, we're not touching it. If it gets up to 220 and starts reversing down, take some profits. We know what that looks like. Again, that's the best thing about the Strat. We know what that looks like. Someone learning the Strat on the street is dangerous. Okay, I'm working with some good people, but I'm hearing some questions and some things about how to manage these positions that like you're not learning this from the Stratter. And they're like, no, this is a Stratter telling me this. I'm like, well, then they're teaching it wrong. If you're showing people the Strat, you have a responsibility and an obligation to do it right. Do it right, not some stupid, silly crap that you conjured up on your own. I want you to create your own style, but it better daggone work. Okay. I got people telling me, we get in on a reversal on a smaller time frame, and then we use the higher time frames to manage it. No, that's not what we do. People that are telling you that, they're trying to not get stopped out, and then they're also trying to stay in for these longer moves because they don't know how to gauge magnitude and they don't know broadening formations. That's what that is. Okay, so we don't want to do that. And then also there's a lot of talk about 4-hour bars as well. Let's look at 4-hour bars. All right. There's a lot of talk about 4-hour bars. And the Strat works with anything, yes. But these 4-hour bars, they're just as big as the daily bars, and you don't get to see, you rarely get hammer shooters and inside bars. All right. These 4-hour bars are not the best. They're not the best. If you're gonna mess around with 4-hour bars, I'd rather you have the let's do this. Let's go back to Apple. What's it doing on these 4-hour bars? Okay, all right. I'd rather you do this though. I'd rather you have the week, maybe the 4-hour up here, and maybe the 60 down here. That way you can see Okay, these 4 hours are moving to the upside. Cool, but you're using the 60s to manage that position. Like, get in on that and then manage it. You know what I mean? Yes, they're in this 4-hour block. It is reversing. It is continuing to the upside, which confirming what I'm seeing on the week, the day, and the month. But you're managing it with the 60s. That's what you want to do. You want to take your higher time frames and then use the smaller time frames to manage your position so you can keep pushing your stops up. That's in my execution course. And that execution course was developed from Rob's original course back in 2019. Okay. All right. So it's all still from Rob. I'm not, this is my execution course is about just executing and how to stay in those winning positions using the PCR and using the smaller time frames to manage those positions. Okay. That's what that's about. Let's scroll down. Traveler says as an entry, thumbs out. Let's see here. If the bar goes red, you're saying if the bar goes, it goes green, the bar goes red and then green. Continuity entry. Oh, okay. John Prout. Okay, that's it. He's asking about that's John. That's why I love the guys that stay in here and they stay in here consistently. A continuity entry, okay? A continuity entry is when let's find one. Continuity entry. I'm looking. Continuity entry. SPY. Let's just go to SPY. Continuity entry. I'm looking. You got one? Anybody got one? Costco. Let's get Costco. Maybe there's a continuity entry on Costco. Continuity entry is when you're using pure time frame continuity. You're using time frame continuity and you're like, okay, let's see here, 30 minutes, looking for a continuity entry. This thing reversed down on the 15. Let's see here. Continuity entry, looking for a good one. We're probably gonna have to go back in time a little bit. But a continuity entry is when you're getting in on time on the you're getting in on the 60s because it did gap up. You know what? Hold on. Let's go to continuity entry. I'll get I can show you this, but I got to find a chart that shows me a good one, a good continuity entry. I'm gonna scroll down. See you on Twitter later. Oh, Kevin Cash is getting out of here. Continuity entry. Continuity entry is where you're using time frame continuity to go. Okay, the 60 is the day is green, the week is green, the month is green. There's buyers in here, and then on the 60s, it did gap up. It came down just a hair, but it's reversing back to the upside. It's green now, and then you got that small little shadow. People call them wicks, but you got that little shadow, and that's your entry, right? Once it starts moving, it goes back to that solid candle. That's your entry. You can do that. Yes, you could do that. But that's a little bit more advanced. Okay, continuity entry. Yeah. John Prout says Palantir said AI. I know Tesla. What's Tesla doing? What's Tesla doing? Tesla still inside month. All right, we had a 3-2 up on the week. You had some buying here on the days in the 60s. We really need to be looking at, is Tesla going to close as an inside month? If this closes an inside month, we could have some good action to the upside. All right, but an inside month could go either way. Tesla has not been doing very well. Unfortunately. So we used to say all the time, don't short Tesla because you'll get burned. But look at this. All the reason in the world to short Tesla. Shooter in force to the lows. Okay. Now trading sideways. All right. Tesla. Kevin Cash laughing. AI. Yeah. AI. The most profitable, JP, my most profitable month since trading the Strat has been in, is that also in Palantir? John or JP? JP, is that your most profitable month since trading the Strat? Is that in Palantir? I want to know. Buyers have the handle on the hammer. That's right. That's right. Yeah. CMT terms, that's a hanging man. Yeah, I know. Don't write down. John Brent says in CMT terms, the hanging that hammer, that Momo hammer is a hanging man. Don't write down Momo hammer on the test. I'm trying real hard not to. It's really hard to look at stuff and go. It's really interesting. I'll tell you this, in my journey studying for the CMT, it's really interesting how flipping through the book. It's a big, thick book too, and going through the material, and then also sessions. It's crazy how much that the Strat, it all makes sense. Like the Strat, Rob took all of this stuff and simplified it. And I'm flipping through this book going, yeah, I know that. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Like it just makes sense. The Strat, just purely trading price action and trading the Strat, even though they're showing me wedges, they're showing me head and shoulders, they're showing me cup and handle patterns. I'm looking at this thing going, that's a broadening formation. This is where we would get in at, and then this is how we would get out. There's some weird stuff in there talking about market cycle and things like that and seasonality that we necessarily don't use and we don't look at, but it's really interesting. I'm seeing some really interesting stuff that lines up with the Strat, even using volume to validate price. Even when they're talking about using divergences, again, when the price moves up, the volume should be moving up. If you ever see the price moving up and the below volume, that's a divergence. Something could happen. It could be telling you that this could start reversing to the lows. It's just really strange how the Strat has like quantified everything, put me on the right track, and I'm like, it feels like I'm going backwards. It feels like I'm moving backwards and going, okay, this is how they used to do it. This is how they used to do it. It's really strange. In some of it, you're like, oh, that could work. Point and figure. If you want to look at something crazy, look at point and figure charts. Those are pretty interesting. UPS. Okay, we'll do one more. UPS. Lior says UPS. UPS. What can Brown do for you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh. Why are you looking at this? Sellers on the month. Who is in control of this? Anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat? Who is in control of UPS? Who is in control of UPS? Yeah. Who is in control of UPS? The buyers or the sellers? Come on now. We haven't played the time frame continuity game in a long time. We should have played it today. Sellers. John Prout says sellers. Sellers are in control of UPS. You can see that clearly. I don't need an indicator. I don't need a volume shelf. I don't need any of that crap. I don't need RSI to tell me this is, oversold to the downside. Okay. I don't need that. Time frame continuity. Now I'm sure Lior is looking at this because he's going, that's an inside bar on UPS, and it's also a hammer. Strat soldier. And I'm gonna say, okay, you're right. Possibly. Lior likes those pivot machine guns. He likes that pivot machine gun situation. The pivot machine gun is when you're looking at a reversal that if it starts moving to the upside, it's going to take out a lot of targets. All right, pivot machine gun. And remember, most trading is algorithmic. Okay, meaning there's algos and there's algorithms. Most trading is set up by a computer program, and you got to tell it what to buy, when to buy it, and how much. And we know they turn those machines on at the bottom of the hour. The bottom of the hour used to have these analog clocks, okay? Big circle with batteries in the back, AA batteries. And it was, big circle. 12 o'clock at noon, minute hands at the top, that's top of the hour. The minute hands at the bottom of the hour at 12:30, that's the bottom of the hour, okay? If anybody still listens to the radio, you'll know they still talk about it. We're going to have our contest at the bottom of the hour. Please come in with your question, your answers to today's pop quiz, blah, blah, blah. Bottom of the hour, when the minute hand is at the bottom of the hour. Now, most people have digital clocks, so you just need to know 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. That's the bottom of the hour, okay? I'm going to start selling analog clocks. I'm going to start selling analog clocks for Stratters, and it's going to say bottom of the hour, around the horn on the 15 minutes, top of the hour, check your 30-minute signals, I don't know. Sepia Group's probably going to snatch that away from me, but that's a good product idea. Like, what are you selling? Look at these clocks I'm selling. Like, what? Yep. Bottom of the hour. Oh, that's so funny. So Lior's looking at this thing. He wants that pivot machine gun. Once it starts trading above 172, $172.91. That's going to get his inside bar hammer and force for a 2-1-2 reversal up. And the first target is 167. After that is 182. And if he can stay in that sucker, create those winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops, he'll get to 197, $197.31. Oh my gosh, UPS, ship it. Put it in the box, ship it to my house. Stop messing around. But right now, they're messing around. There's sellers on the month in this thing. UPS ain't doing so hot. So if Lior comes in here next week talking about Strat Soldier, look at this. I'm going to be like, heck yeah, Lior, you did it. You did it. We're going to start wrapping this thing up. I want you guys to go out there and have fun with your weekend. Yes, Lior says yes, yes, yes. If you're not in the chat on the weekend shift, you're missing it. If you're watching the recording, thank you for watching this recording. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the retweets. But you got to be in, along with that, being here in the live show. It's so much fun. We have so much fun chit-chatting and laughing. I don't know. John's laughing at Holly. Holly has said something funny. What's Holly? Hollywood's UPS may merge with another delivery company. The new name will be Fed Up. Oh, I have the best community. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what these other strap groups are doing. I have the best people, the kids in the back. Brent said Fibonacci again. I'm telling you what, if I found out later on that Sepia Group's finding me for every time I say Fibonacci and Brent's throwing it in here so I have to read it because it's in the chat, I'm coming after you, Brent. I'm coming to your house. Oh, man. Mary, all right. Marlon B says, what if I have extended hours on? And a smiley face. Okay. If you got extended hours on, your next 60 is going to start at the top, but it's going to be very confusing for you. Okay. So if you start to see that, you're like, wait a minute, the next candle's opening up at the top of the hour. He said it should open at the bottom. Turn that pre-market data off. Turn it off. Yes, that was a good deck on it, Brent. He put it in there again. Holly, that was a good one. Fed up. I love it. Kicking your package onto your porch. Man, that was awesome. It was a great episode. This was fun. This is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. We had a good time. Get in there with Rob. Let him show you what buys and sells look like for real. Get in here with us. Have some fun. And once you know the strat, the charts become hilarious because all that you'll listen to Bloomberg News, you'll read all the things that's happening and people are getting in on and what people are wanting to do. And holy crap. You look at the charts and go, no, this ain't doing nothing. Also, on the other side of that, you could be like JP. All right, JP's having a good time with Palantir. He said it was the best month of trading the strat since the best month trading the strat period since trading the strat. But he knows how to look at those those reversals on the month on those higher time frames, and he's like, I don't care what anybody says. There's buyers in here. I'm going to work this thing. He has that confidence. You can have that confidence as well. Okay. Get in there with Rob. If you need a little help, type in Strat Soldier 2023. That's a little promo code. That'll get you his live stream, 50% off for the first 3 months. All right. We also have a Discord. You can get in there with Rob. You can talk to Rob before you take your trades. Rob, what are we looking at on UPS? Rob's going to say, all right, we got an inside bar, and it is a hammer, a little dojiest, but it's a hammer. All right, definitely sellers on the month. Let's see what this thing does. All right, let's see what it does. If it moves to the upside, it's going to be above this number here. Okay, so get in there with Rob. Also, check out Rob's full strat course. All right, it's the whole thing. If you want Rob for the entire year, type in strat year. That's going to give you a really super good deal on Rob's annual. You got him for the whole year, and you also get his full strat course for free. Check out my execution course. Some people just need help with entries, exits, and how to stay in the trade. All right, that's in the execution course, and it's designed to be an easy, self-guided, easy way to. Okay, I need a little help here. Okay, and once you get that course, let me know. I'll work with you. I'm in the forums. You ask me all the questions you got. You also see me on Twitter. I'm also doing some other stuff on Instagram and some other things too. Okay. This is about Rob and Sepia Group. This is about you guys. All right. So I'm here to help. I am here to help. And I want you to get this. I want you to understand this stuff for real. I want you to be in there laughing at your wins. I want you to be at the water cooler talking about your wins, not your losers. Sometimes I was in a Subway getting me a little sandwich. And there's, some guys talking about stocks, and so it immediately perked up my ear, and hold on. And I try real hard not to tell, I'm the strat soldier, blah, blah, blah. I try real hard not to tell people all that stuff, but I'm listening to what they're saying. And they're like, yeah, I bought a lot of this, and I am like $3,000 down. I'm in the hole right now. It's going to come up. I know it will. So once I'll buy a little bit more next week and average down more on it. And it took me everything not to get out of that line and be like, dude, what are you doing? Just cut it. Just cut the loss. And but like I said, that's not good to do that kind of stuff. So be careful, stratters. Don't go out there trying to tell everybody everything all the time. But show the next person. I think that's that's what Rob says. If you learn it, show the next person. Show your nephews. Show your cousins, show somebody else how to do it. Show your kids. Hey, there's only 3 ways you can trade. Scenario 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. Let's check it out. Let's pick a stock. What do you want to look at? I want to look at Disney. Oh, okay. Let's go look at this one. Disney ain't doing nothing right now. See how this is 2 up and green? Green means buy, red means sell. Now they're starting to understand that stuff, and they got it when they're little, or they got it when they're 20. They got it when they're 30. So they got it soon enough to do something with it. So that's what I'm saying. So get in there with Rob, learn the strat, learn it for real. All right. Learning the strat on the street is dangerous. All right. Learn the strat from the source. Rob Smith. Have a good weekend. Get to a point where you close your laptops. The market is closed on Monday. Get to a point where you close your laptops. You can do some studying, things like that, but close your laptops. All right. Enjoy your family. I don't just trade the strat on the charts. I trade in real life. Okay. So don't get triangled out on your personal relationships. Those are most important. All right. This you can close your laptop. You can close all this stuff. You can close your accounts. You can do all that stuff and just walk away from it. All right. The market will always be there. The market will always be there. Your friends and family, your peers, go hang out with them. Go enjoy them. All right. So this is the stretch. All your pets, go enjoy whatever makes you happy and make them happy. This is the Strat Soldier for the Weekend Shift. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good Memorial Day weekend. Have fun, but be careful. Keep those stops tight. You're at the party, you're rocking. I know Kevin Cash out there having a good time, but he's like, all right, I'm about to get to a point where I need to go ahead and then stop at the top. I'm at the top of the Broadway formation. I'm having a good time. I done had enough brats, and I had a couple of too many of these cans of beverages, and it's time to go ahead and push those stops up. All right. Anyway, what I'm saying is have fun, be careful. This is the Strat Soldier with Sepia Group. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.